your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking depressed, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend, she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Panthers burner at wide receiver. It was all ones for him last week, 111 yards receiving. It's the Panthers and the Rams, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just called him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start, with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Here's one of the longest tenured members of the Super Bowl champs, Tyler Higbee, making the first down. 7th year as a starter for LA, just a stable presence for the Rams at the tight end spot with a dash of dynamic plays along the way. One of those starters who may be overlooked, but a key part of why they won the Lombardi trophy.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The numbers a week ago for Kupp, 9 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And that TD just added to his tally. He's got more receiving touchdowns than anyone else in the NFL.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, back to Henderson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A 6-yard pickup.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. Getting some experience on the field, but preparing hits.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side. Durant, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it. They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Durant looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Durant, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll give this to Henderson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford out to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Stafford on 3rd down. Robinson's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How can I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll run on 1st down. Durant. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard. So the ball position now at the touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all. until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want him to catch the football first.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. On first down, Stafford here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford, and find Henderson there. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. It's complete to Robinson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Hitting him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Durant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Stafford on first down. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. try and start this drive in the air. It's a short. 2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Complete to number 1. A gain of 14. First down, Panthers.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back in the 23-yard line. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26.
Henderson running straight ahead.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Complete to Allen Robinson. It's a gain of 8.
From the 31, Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A gain of 6.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To number 41. It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
On 1st down. Durant, and he is going to lose yardage here. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He'll put it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Take him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On second down, here's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Catch number 1. On first down, it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Robinson's got it. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They bring pressure there on third down. This is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guys time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, Henderson. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Henderson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Henderson will try and run for the first. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And if they're throwing on third down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable of their receivers, and he comes through there with a nice grab for the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Durant, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down over 42-yard line. It's your gain 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Durant, and not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Durant, and he'll go down at the 28. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Durant. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Up the middle they go. Durant. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And this one is right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1.